Hey folks, welcome back to the $10 million tutorial. This is episode 2, and I'm Graham Weimiller. Thanks very much for tuning back in. I looked at the board after I finished episode 1, and I saw that I forgot to mention the 5 minutes part. So there's a great quote from Tom Peters, and it talks about excellence. And excellence is what you do in the next 5 minutes. That's what Tom Peters would say. And that's what I would say as well. So from these episodes, it's not the content that you take in or the notes that you write down, it's what you implement. And once you start implementing, you will build momentum and things will snowball in a really positive way from there. So that's the 5 minutes reference in the prior episode, but this is episode 2. And we're gonna be talking about mission, vision, and values. So what we're trying to do is create a strong foundation for your business to help it leap forward to become a $10 million business. And so again, this is targeted to businesses that are currently producing between $200,000 and $2 million in revenue. Now, I say that, and purchasing power and currencies are obviously different around the world. So that's really applicable in the US. And so in different countries, you may need to localize that a little bit. But what we're talking about is applicable to businesses around the world. And so my goal is to help as many businesses as possible achieve their dreams and really go beyond, because when we do that, we help communities grow, we help families grow, so many good things come from it. So that's why we do this $10 million tutorial, and we learn together. And so I hope to share lots of learnings from many of you and mentors and business leaders around the world as we help you build a business that's worth at least $10 million. And so with that being the case, this is about mission, vision, and values. And so why are we doing that as episode 2? That sounds a little, fluffy. Well, it is more important than ever. Unless you are a manufacturer and you are the only employee, which really is none of you. Most of you are service businesses, and even for those of you that manufacture, of course, you have employees beyond yourself. More than ever, the best teammates and employees out there are really looking for organizations to work with that have a really good mission, vision, and set of values. They're really attracted to those kind of organizations. And to be the best organization that you can be, you need to know what your mission, vision, and values are, and then you need to reiterate those all the time to attract, develop, and retain the top talent to help you achieve your goals and to help you make the impact in the world that you want to have. So let's go ahead and jump in. So with each of these, it's really important that they're organic. So it's not you kind of working on a weekend, deciding what they are, and then telling people what they are when they come into work on Monday. It really needs to be organic. So the team needs to come together to collectively decide that, yes, this is our mission, this is our vision, these are our values, and that way they will be most successful. I am always amazed at how having that great collaboration produces a much better product than just one person kind of deciding on their own what these things are going to be. So it's really important as you create or refresh your mission, vision, and values that you do it as a team. And when I say team, and we'll talk about team in episode 3 more broadly, but it's your full-time teammates, your part-time teammates, it can be your clients and customers, it can also be your vendors. That collectively is your team. And so of course it will focus on the input you have from your employees, but think about your larger impact and who you work with on a day-to-day basis to achieve all that your organization achieves. And so let's focus for a minute on mission. And so mission is really about what are you out to accomplish. That's there's many ways that missions are described. To me, that's the simplest way to describe it. What are you out to accomplish as a business? And so I will use an example of a dog boarding business. We have 2 large German Shepherd dogs, and so we sometimes need to board them. And so this is kind of a familiar example. So for example, the mission that a dog boarding business might be to become the largest dog boarding chain in the world for owners that only want the best. Okay, we go with a more modest dog boarding facility, but there's certainly a range that are out there. And in this example, we're highlighting one that may have, kind of a higher position in the market, kind of a little bit more focused on quality and service, and maybe a little bit more expensive. And so again, that's not what we use, but that's the example that we'll use here today. So their mission, what they're trying to accomplish, what the business is out to achieve, is to become, in this case, the largest dog boarding chain in the world for owners who only want the best. Okay, so they have decided to be positioned kind of at the high end of the market. So you'll note that their mission statement, which is we'll talk about in a few minutes, should be really visible, is a brand reinforcing, mission statement. So you want these things to align and not be in conflict. So that's an example of a mission statement. Pretty simple, pretty easy to understand, fairly short. It even probably could have been shorter. Now let's talk about vision. Vision is best described, from my perspective, as what kind of world do you want to live in once you've achieved the mission that your business has. So for example, in this case, with the premium dog boarding business, the fictitious example that we're using here, a world where it's easy for owners to find and book high quality care for their pet so they can fully enjoy their time away from home. Okay, that's a pretty simple vision. It really gets to the positioning that this fictitious dog boarding business is focused on. So again, it's brand reinforcing. It's aligned with the brand they want to build and also with the mission statement. So that's examples of a mission and a vision statement. And then let's talk about values as well. So when you are doing the refresh kind of your business for the next phase, or when you're starting a business out or kind of intentionally deciding you want to go to the next level, you're going to refresh your mission, your vision, and your values. So we talked about mission and vision. Now let's talk about values. Those are all connected. So the values are really about how you want to work together as a team, both within the business, but also with your vendors and even your clients and customers, to accomplish the mission and the vision. And so again, simplicity is really helpful, because when these things are fully rolled out and reiterated, they should be able to be articulated by any employee, any day, and certainly by you as the business owner. And so in this case, this premium position dog boarding business might have a values framework of convenience, health, and responsiveness, just as an example. So again, simple, achievable values that can be exemplified by everybody that works at that business. And that is really aligned with the positioning that they had in the mission and mission and vision that was just outlined earlier. So again, mission is what are you out to accomplish? Vision is what kind of world do you want once your mission's accomplished? And the values are the values that your employees and even people external to the organization will utilize when working together to achieve that mission and vision. So once you have those set in place, you're starting to build the infrastructure for a high-performing organization. And again, the mission, vision, and values really attract, align, and ignite the human capital that's so important to every business out there today, and certainly to your business. So what you're doing here is you're setting the foundation. And so once you have those set and agreed upon by the team, you as the business leader can set up activities that reinforce that mission, vision, and values. So for example, community volunteer events, if you have a charitable cause that you donate to as an organization, those can all reinforce the mission, vision, and values that you have agreed upon. Now, once you have them in place, not only can you set up those activities to reinforce your mission, vision, and values, but you can share those broadly. And so I would really encourage you to do so. And certainly they're going to be up in your office or your storefront. They can be in your annual electronic or hard copy newsletter that goes out to clients, customers, even vendors, and certainly you want them all over your social media and your website. Now, once they're in place and you're strengthening them by aligning your activities to those mission, vision, and values, you're going to update them annually. So if you don't have team offsites, we'll talk about team development in a subsequent episode, but likely you have offsites, either virtual or in person. But it's a good idea to make sure once a year, maybe it's your last offsite of the year as you look back over the year, that you go back and have that discussion again with the team to make sure that your mission, vision, and values are all in alignment. And if there's any tweaks that need to be made, the end of the year is a great time to do them so you can announce them going into the new year. So your mission, vision, and values are really kind of living statements that are always kept current so that they energize the team. So again, our goal with this $10 million tutorial is to keep our videos short and focused, and we're in episode 2, helping you set up the infrastructure to spring forward. And so today's takeaways are: create your mission, vision, and values organically. Don't just kind of bring them down and send them out as the business owner or business leader. Share them widely. Once they're created organically, really share them widely with the team, with your clients and your customers, and even your vendors, so everyone understands what your organization is all about. And then finally, update them annually. So once they are decided upon, it's not that they're set in stone for all of time. They should be revisited at least annually. And again, an organic process that comes together to make the best outcome. So hope that's helpful. We are setting the infrastructure for your business to scale from where it is today, which is a business that makes between 200 and 2 million in revenue, to become a business that is worth $10 million or more. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll talk soon. Take care.